We often associate the Roman Empire as a predominantly European empire. While very accurate, since most Roman territories were in Europe, this does not paint the entire picture of the empire's dynamic at large. Some of the wealthiest provinces of the realm were on the edge of the Sahara in North Africa. At the time, the Sahara was a rigid boundary that made contact with Sub-Saharan Africa nearly impossible. That said, some trade was able to flow across the vast, desolate expanse. However, a lesser-known aspect of the Roman Empire were the expeditions made by Roman commercial, naval voyages, and military expeditions. This documentary will be about these expeditions. The earliest expedition of discovery by the Romans came from one of their client kings. King Juba II of Numidia dispatched a trading party meant to discover and trade with the Canary Islands and the Madeira Islands in the year 10 AD. According to the trading party, they found only the ruins of cities but no people. Most importantly, for what we call the islands now, they said they only found dogs, hence the name the Canaries, meant to mean the Isle of Dogs. King Juba II also sent a contingent of men to reopen the dye facilities on Mogador Island, modern-day Essaouira in Morocco. Once this was successful, the king sent expeditions to the Canary Islands, Madeira, and the Cape Verde Islands, while using Mogador as a base for naval supplies. There are also statements from Pliny the Elder that suggest that the Romans may have made voyages to the Hesperides, modern-day Sao Tome and Principe. Further evidence of this can be found when a Roman coin of Emperor Trajan was found in the Congo. This is not the first Roman coin in Sub-Saharan Africa, as others have been found in Nigeria, Niger, Guinea, Togo, and Ghana. However, there are academic debates on the possibility that these coins were later introduced into the area. Either way, these discoveries show that Roman influence, at least influence rooted in mercantile power, permeated far past the Sahara along the western coast of Africa. In the year 19 AD, the Roman explorer and military commander Cornelius Barbus set out from Sparatha in modern-day Libya and headed south into the Sahara Desert with about 10,000 legionaries. As they progressed along, they came across the Garamantes civilization in modern-day southern Libya. They conquered their capital at Fezzan and then sent out smaller parties to explore the surrounding areas. Eventually, a small party returned and reported that they had discovered a massive river and referred to it as the Land of Lions. Since the Roman historian Pliny wrote about the expedition that was sent across the Agadar Mountains, a modern setting for this area means that the legionaries encountered the Niger River. The discoveries of Roman coins, pottery, and ceramics further corroborate this claim. Based on the artifact's location, it is probable that the Roman legionaries traveled to the modern city of Timbuktu. Later on, in the year 41 AD, the Romans, led by Suetonius Paulinus, a Roman consul, led an army across the Atlas Mountains in modern-day Morocco. This expedition became the first organization of Romans to cross the Atlas Mountains. After this, they entered the Sahel region of Africa and arrived to the river Gurge. His legionaries also began to venture even farther south and only stopped once they reached the Senegal River. This expedition is further supported by recent archaeological finds of Roman coins and fibulas that match Roman genetic structure from the Italian peninsula. These artifacts have been found in Akjout and Tamkartart in modern-day Mauritania. In 50 AD, Septimius Flaccus led a punitive expedition against the nomadic raiders in the Sahara who had ventured north and sacked Leptis Magna. On his way to find the raiders and defeat them in battle, he traveled farther south than any Roman legion had before. He wrote that he traveled to the lake of Hippopotamus and Rhinoceros after nearly 3 months of travel. This lake that he mentions is now known today as Lake Chad, and it was centered around the civilization of the Agazimba. Julius Maternus led a second expedition to the area in 90 AD. He was accompanying the king of the Garamantes, an allied tribe, to Rome. As he led a military expedition in the area known as Agazimba, on his way south, he encountered many different oases and once again reached Lake Chad. To prove his travels down south, Maternus brought many different exotic animals back to Rome, including a rhinoceros. These animals were shown off at the Colosseum for the Roman public to marvel at. In 70 AD, the Roman legion named Legio III August, led by the Legio Festus, departed the Libyan provinces and headed south into the Sahara. After months of travel, Festus was able to reach the area where Timbuktu is now located. While there are academic debates on how far the expedition was able to penetrate into the African interior, there was some evidence that a group of legionaries could have reached the Niger River and even navigated down into present-day Nigeria. This group was able to reach the river delta and estuary that feeds into the Atlantic. In order to prove this, more archaeological data needs to be discovered. However, since Pliny did write about this expedition, we know that at least some kind of expedition to that part of the world had occurred. occurred. To end this video, I want to discuss the most famous of Rome's expeditions into southern Africa, Nero's expedition up the Nile. In 61 AD, Emperor Nero dispatched a group of Praetorian guards to explore the Nile River to its source, and to plan an invasion of the further conquest of Ethiopia. According to Seneca, the Roman forces made it as far south as a massive lake in Africa. Many modern historians believe that they encountered Lake Victoria. What is confirmed is that the Roman soldiers were able to reach the Murchison Falls in Uganda. This does lean, again, towards the soldiers being able to reach Lake Victoria. Pliny describes the soldiers encountering a large expanse of swamp, which we now know today as the Sud. This would make Nero's expedition the farthest the Roman Empire explored into Africa's interior. It would also be the farthest any European had ventured into Africa's interior until well into the 19th century. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, hit that like button and subscribe. Lately, I have had a huge amount of growth here on the channel, both in viewers and subscribers. I really want to thank each and every one of you who is subscribed and who's watched these videos, who's hit the like button and just spread it around. Thank you guys so much for all that. There are some really exciting things happening at Lesser Known History, and I am so excited to have all of you all along on this ride. So thank you. Go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe once again to keep the message going, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Lesser Known History very soon. Have a nice day.